the real-life inspiration for the masade character from?
Oh, the real-life inspiration for the masade character? Based on a real masade guy. It was right after we'd gone into Iraq, and we discovered, oh my god, there's no weapons. Wow. And then, remember, some of you might remember there was this whole thing about they tried to blame the CIA. They were like, group thought. It's group thought. Everybody in the CIA all thought the same thing. And it's called group thought because they were a group and they thought something. And it's group thought. Well, I was listening to an Israeli Mossad officer on National Public Radio discussing it. He said, look, we almost got decimated. We were almost annihilated in 1973. He said, war for us is very different than war for you. You go somewhere and then you come home. In 1973, Israel was attacked by every Arab country in the world, and probably a few from Mars as well. And they screwed up horribly because their intelligence service didn't expect it. They dropped the ball, and that almost got the whole country just bulldozed off the map. And so now, in the Israeli intelligence community, if 9 intelligence officers all believe something, it is the duty of the 10th to disagree. You have to weigh the options. You have to have an argument. So when I heard that argument, I was like, logically, if there was a country in the world that would warn itself of a zombie outbreak, it would be Israel. That simple. Anyone else? Yes, next to the guy who's sleeping. It's all right. You're in body armor. It's hot. No, it's all right.
Save it for Sunday night, man.
Obviously hilarious. Did you ever think when you were growing up that you were going to follow in your dad's footsteps? Or act?
You know, not really, because I was always writing. You know, I wrote my first short story when I was in junior high school, and I was like, no, not even. I was 12. I was going into junior high school. I wrote my first novel when I was 14. I mean, it sucked balls. but when I was doing it, I knew, like, this is what I was supposed to do. And I'm also a very different animal than my dad. My dad's a collaborator. Like, when he writes, he's got to be in a room with a bunch of people. And they got to throw ideas out, and they get crazy, and it's all instantaneous. And that's the kind of guy he is. He's very social. I'm very solitary. I'm never so happy that it's just me in a room, just with my music and my imagination, and I'm just going. So I sort of always knew my path. And it took me a while to get there, because you're always getting pulled in different directions. Yeah. And if you want to know what it's like to be the son of somebody famous, Jake Busey's in the other room. and true story, Jake and I went to high school together. Jake and I took a film class together. And then I was like, Jake, how you doing? You got even taller. Oh my God. And I haven't grown an inch. How are you? Yeah, I went to a high school that Jack Black went there. Minor Rudolph went there. It's kind of hard to be local, but it makes good. Anyone else?